Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, far, wide, and abroad, west of the Mississippi and north of the hemisphere, we have one of the most anticipated and highly requested guests after his last fight. And I do not mean this with any joking or comedic satire. This man has been viral on the internet with two things coinciding with his name, and one of them being a slam and the other one being your name. My co-host, the greatest streamer on planet Earth and the vice president of Kick National and streaming services globally, Rampage Jaxxon.
So that's Elijah Smith.
Elijah Smith.
Hey, Rampage Jaxxon. Oh shit, I forgot about this. He said, "Woo!"
So to kick off the pod, I'm going to allow Elijah to body slam me onto Rampage.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
I want to see.
Time out. Pause.
Well, then
Wait,
Why
that's
you
a hard
getting,
pause.
why you getting body slammed on Rampage?
Right. Yeah,
Like,
that's a hard pause.
That would be funny, huh?
Yeah, that's a hard pause, bro.
Shit, I don't know.
Well, you
Rampage.
said it would be cool if
No.
me and Elijah did the
Oh,
Rampage
hold on.
slam.
No.
Yeah. On top of you?
No,
crazy.
that's too much, bro.
That's-
You took it too far.
Yeah, that's
Why? We're not supposed to do that?
Nobody's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you mean no one's supposed to do
Nobody's
that?
supposed
You
to
have one of the greatest slams in the history of MMA, and it literally 30 years later got
30?
reincarnated.
30?
Yeah,
No.
Was it 30?
27 years
No,
later.
21.
27.
21 years, trust me.
How, what
Ooh.
algebra calculator are you
Because
using to count?
I did that slam on my 26th birthday.
Okay, so let me pull up
June
my Texas
20th.
instrument and show you that's 27 years ago. We did the math this morning.
I mean,
Do the math.
I don't
It
want to
ain't
argue with
27
somebody
years.
who. I mean,
Yeah, I ain't gonna argue with
Oh,
you.
you're right. It might be. It was longer than two.
Oh shit, I was gonna let it slide.
Wait. Hold on, do the
21
math. You're right. More than. No, it ain't no 27. Motherfucker, I've only been fighting for 25 years. It's 20 years.
Rampage
21
Jaxxon
years.
slammed Ricardo Arona at Pride Critical Countdown in 2004 in Japan at the Super Arena.
Damn, I wasn't even.
So
I wasn't
do the
even-
math.
I wasn't even
21
two.
years.
Yeah, I wasn't even two.
You weren't even two?
Oh my
Because
God.
I was born September 5th, 2002.
So before we jump into this right here, and Rampage, you've talked about this slam so many times, and this is one of the most viral slams of all time. One thing I want to know, did you ever watch this slam before the fight?
No, actually, that wasn't even the case. Like, I mean, we were going into a fight. I'm thinking like, I'm the whole game plan was to go out there and touch him up with the hands. I was like, man, I'm gonna put this boy down on the feet. But we knew that he wanted to get the fight to the ground, and it just so happened like when he threw the triangle up, I was like, I kind of postured up, and when I postured up, I kind of felt like I'm already picking him up. I'm like, oh shit. Fuck it. Well, let's go all the way then. And I knew when I picked him up as high as I could, I was like, bro, I was like, Elijah, you gotta slam this motherfucker as hard as you, like a medicine ball slam. You know, like I'm like, bro, I gotta put him through the cage. And that's what went through my whole mind.
It's just a natural thing to do, I feel like.
It was just like,
yeah.
I mean, we that's not something that we typically
you don't train
that,
yeah.
but we trained it in our like strength and conditioning, circuits and shit like that. Like just a regular medicine ball slam. That's kind of
You never done it in the gym in jiu-jitsu?
Nah, I mean,
I used to do it.
I did. So actually, I have an old video that I posted on my Instagram 10 years ago. I did it in a jiu-jitsu tournament, and then you could hear my sister in the background. She's like, Elijah, don't slam. And when I got into that moment, I was like, I can slam this motherfucker now. Like this is what should have happened 10 years ago. Like, but the kid, I was like 11, 12 years old. He's just lucky it was a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah, you can't slam.
Yeah, you can't slam. Yeah, you can't slam in a jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I used
tournament.
to do that slam when I was training jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I've done it several times.
Let me pull that one up. The old school.
The old school?
Yeah.
See that? We're gonna have to give this to the editor. Make sure that you got a screen protector. You're worried about the girls looking at your phone while you text.
Hell yeah. But I did that. I was like 11 or 12 at that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's always been strong.
Bruh, always. Because
I was like a mini Rampage.
Yeah,
because he got a video of him doing this when he was in high school too.
Bro,
I did. Yeah, I did. That's right.
Because I always felt like, I was, I'm not the tallest, I'm not the biggest. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be the fastest, I'm gonna be the strongest. Two things I know that I can, I don't have to be born like this is not something I need to be born with. I'm not, 7 foot wingspan. I'm not 7 foot tall, So I knew that, shit, I can do, this is something that I could do myself.
Just make sure you don't be like Bear and do steroids. Stay away from that shit. You naturally strong.
You gotta quit stopping with the rumors. Now all the comments think I'm on juice.
You PEDs, bro. Look at you.
They were thinking of what you say, Ozempic?
Yeah,
never.
Never. Wait, hold on. You can't say never because you said you.
I've never tried it, but
said
I've seen it.
Didn't he say he tried it a few times?
This is what I've done. I've done a very put together protocol of peptides, and protein powders. At the same time, I do about 3 to 4 miles of running and cardio every morning with Armin and the boys. And I work out late night with TJ. And then I have a beautiful protocol of supplements from Wild Society. I eat great, about 180 grams of protein a day, zero carbs, and I'm all natural.
He's all natural.
If that doesn't mean all natural, I don't know what it is. None of my chicken that I eat for lunch has salt. I always eat it with white rice and a cup of broccoli and 2 sweet potatoes. And before I go to bed, I eat about a half a gallon of Haagen-Dazs, but I melt the ice cream, and that's what gives me my.
But I got a question. I mean,
ice cream, Haagen-Dazs. I melt.
Are you doing this for a reason? Like, is there a reason that you're doing this?
I gotta get to 155. I gotta fight in October.
He used to be a fat fuck.
Okay, because I mean, I always said when I'm finished fighting like that, I'm trying to get fat. Like, I really don't need it. When I retire,
you want to get fat?
Yeah, I ain't got shit. Like, if it weren't for fighting, or like, I really would just expend myself. Like, I would stay healthy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm gonna be like 300 pounds, but I'm gonna enjoy life.
Are you a foodie?
Fighting. I am a foodie.
What's your favorite? You eat a lot of Korean food?
Yeah, I eat a lot of Korean food. I love kalbi. I'm not too big on this. This is the one that's gonna fuck everybody up, especially all my Korean fans. I don't really like kimchi.
I just gonna ask you that. Yeah. I don't know nothing.
It's a smell. It's a smell that like it just funky. Not only you put it in the fridge and it's funky as hell. Like your whole fridge is gonna smell like shit.
Did your mom used to make you eat kimchi when you was little?
Nah, I wouldn't even. I ain't even gonna lie. That's another big thing about me is like I'm not big on vegetables. Like I drink it, like I put it in a like a little protein powder kind of deal, and I get my vegetables in that way, or I take my supplements. But like I just can't stand the taste of like carrots or shit like that, or like broccoli. I hate broccoli. Where I'm like your typical like little kid not eating your vegetables, because I just can't. My body, I just can't physically do it.
Yeah, vegetables sucks. I had to drink it too, but I force myself to eat broccoli or spinach.
I eat asparagus if it's seasoned right.
Yeah,
if it's seasoned right.
But I don't like the big ones. I don't like the big. I like the tainted asparagus because that movie Men in Black, Men in Black 2, it ruined asparagus for me. You know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
That lady hands turned. That was asparagus. Ruined it. Shit. I want to ask you about the power of the slam, because I know what it takes. It takes a strong lower back. And I know how I got my lower back to be really strong. I grew up doing construction. My family owned construction companies back home in Memphis. Yeah. And I've been working there since I was 5, like being a laborer, picking up big logs. And how do you feel like you got your strong lower back?
I mean, I give most of my credit for my pops. I mean, since I could either, wrestle or whatnot, he always had me in the gym. He's actually he's a master trainer, and before he started fighting, he was a trainer at 24 Hour Fitness. And, he would take me through the circuits. But also, when I got into high school, like I said, I wasn't the biggest. I wasn't, the tallest. So I was like, what is something I can control? I know I can control how fast I can get or how strong I can get. So me and the boys, we be off season squatting. I had video of me squatting 345, deadlifting 405. Like, what? Yeah, like dead ass. Like I did not, like, you wasn't gonna sit here and punk me. Like, you're not gonna treat me like a bitch. That's number one. So I just always felt like that's something that I can control. And
I can't even squat that. Yeah, I can't even squat 3.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know what the hell we was on. It was just one summer. It was my junior year going in. We were going into our junior year, and we was just like, man, we about to run through these boys. And we were all strong, but what it was is that we didn't have the best plays. So we got our asses kicked. We were strong.
Football?
Yeah.
You didn't wrestle?
Nah, I did wrestle. I went to state my junior and senior year.
Oh, for real? What weight class?
I started out my junior year 152 because I didn't feel like.
You didn't feel like cutting weight?
I'm still eating McDonald's. I'm a regular high school kid. And in my senior year, I was like, let me take it a little bit serious. And I was naturally walking around at 45.
That's probably, that's probably good for you, because I feel like when you're younger, you shouldn't be cutting that much weight and stuff like that for wrestling. I just think because your body is growing and you developing and stuff like that, and you know how much it takes out of you to cut weight. Man, it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you. So
I used to see like one of my guys. He wrestled at 126, but he just like me. We going to McDonald's, we going to Subways, we just eating, and every week he'll be wearing a sauna suit all day, spitting all day. I'm like, man, I don't know why you do that. I don't know why you just don't wrestle up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it just
wrestle up. But, you know, some people take it seriously, more serious than others because you can get a good scholarship.
Yeah,
so
he definitely did take it more serious because he did get a scholarship from wrestling, so I understood the whole aspect. Me, I was just doing it just because I was like, this was my senior year. And it actually, so I graduated high school 2020. So the wrestling season after state, that's when school shut down. So it was like, I kind of did everything that I wanted to do in high school. So besides run track, I did run track, but I didn't get to run my senior year. But yeah, I was 2-time state placer in track for the 4x1, 4x2. Yeah, we was running it, man.
Did you go to college?
Nah, I was going to, but COVID kind of stopped everything. And I've been telling this story since I even got signed. Like, I was gonna go to a JUCO out here in Cali. It's called LA Harbor, and shut everything down. And me and my pops, we were just training. It was just me and him in the gym until like we started inviting like maybe 2 or 3 guys to the gym. And around 2021, I was like, shit, man, I've been training this whole time. Why don't we go, you know, sign up for a fight? And he didn't believe me at first. He thought I was just bullshitting. And he was like, yo, you come Friday, because Fridays are our sparring nights. He was like, if you come Friday, I'll know that you for real. And he kind of forgot about it throughout the week, and I showed up on Friday. Boom. And from that point on, he was like, okay, for sure. So we booked a fight up in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, for a little promotion. Well, let me not say small, but it was a good promotion called Sparta. And went out there and got my first MMA win in 15 seconds.
What?
Yeah, I went out there, just a quick 1-2. Boop, boop. Put him down. I was like, shit. I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, this got to be like some bullshit. Like, you know, it was fun, but I was like, maybe it was just a lucky punch. So and we took another fight probably like a month and a half later, and I fought a guy who was 3-1 in kickboxing. And I was like, okay, this is a step up. I come from a wrestling background, but I want to show people I got hands. Like, I always said, like, if I'm getting beat on the feet, I'm going to take his ass down. But first, I want to show everybody I can knock you out on the feet.
Right. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. And everybody was telling me, it was like, Elijah, you got to do it faster. You know, you knock that guy in 15 seconds, you could do it. I'm like, bruh, like, let me just go out there and fight. Stop putting too much pressure on me. Yeah. And I went out there again. 1-2. Boom, boom. 7 seconds.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I swear.
Both, how many amateur fights you got?
I went 5-0 as an amateur. Yeah.
Wait, I've seen videos too. There's a video on YouTube. I was gonna pull it up.
Yeah. It was
crazy hands.
The 7-second one. That was I can't remember. I think the guy's name.
Bro, your amateur fighting career sounds like Bear's sex life.
Yeah, 5-0.
What, 7 seconds, 15 seconds?
Quick. Man, I'm telling you, bro, if I was you, I would jump over this desk. I would choke him out.
And do what?
Then he said, do it.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you can show everybody that you're not going to let somebody do that to you. Even if you take an ass whooping.
He don't got that mentality. Like, he ain't no fighter like us. He don't got that mentality. He just got it.
Like us?
Me and him, we fighters. You not.
If you going to whoop my ass then, bro. I'm going to at least try to whoop your ass. I'm going to get one. I always say, man, if I'm out and about and somebody sneaks me, I'll be like, man, you better hope I'm asleep. And you better be gone by the time I wake up. Because by the time I wake up and you still right there, I'm going to try again.
See, that's fighting mentality.
I got to be honest with you. When you walked in, Rampage said, are you sure that's Elijah Smith? He looked more like a pretty boy. Why do you feel like he looks more like a pretty boy?
Shut the fuck up. He looked like Tupac. He looked like Tupac.
No, you know what it is that I like to, my pops, he kind of get on me about it because he got a pregnant ear and everything.
Oh, he got that cauliflower?
Yeah, he got that.
Gilbert Smith.
Yep, Gilbert Smith, yep. And my ears are, I've been wrestling since I was 5. But I don't know. My mom, she always, even when I started fighting, she was like, "Don't mess up your face." And so I always put that in the back of my head. But I also thought about Floyd. After he fight, he's like, "Man, I'm trying to go to the strip club after. I can't be going to the strip club with 2 black eyes and everything." So I'm like, man, if I could get in and get out, without a scratch, that's kind of how I want to do it. And I've had 14 fights in total between my amateur and pro career.
Are you still undefeated?
No, I do have one loss. But even that loss, I've never had I haven't even had a black eye. I've been really blessed in my fight career to where I haven't had a crazy cut.
If you get a black eye, it would be hard to see it though.
Yeah, that is true, man. Cause you know what, I'm really like, I look at myself, I'm like, man, I could tell you, like, most people, they can't even tell because, black eye, you barely see it. But I'm like, I can see that shit though.
But I couldn't even tell you was half Asia. I never would. If you hadn't told me, I never would have guessed.
Yeah.
You just look like a black dude.
I
like
look
Tupac.
like a brother.
You look like a brother.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When it comes to being the second ever father-son combo duo in the UFC. The first one, I think, being Randy Couture and his son.
Yeah.
I think that's the first combo.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Wayne will fact check it.
Well, your dad fought in the UFC?
Yeah.
Gilbert Smith.
Yeah.
Gilbert Smith.
Gilbert Smith?
So
put up a picture of Gilbert Smith. I have to see if I know him.
So he fought twice on the Ultimate Fighter. He fought on the Jon Jones and Chael Sonnen season.
For real?
Yeah.
That's your dad right there?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, okay.
Midnight Magic.
His name is Midnight Magic.
Right, he can't, bro. When we got to the UFC, so this past weekend when we was writing down the corners, it said he went through so many crazy nicknames: Midnight Magic, Power Stroke, and the one that the UFC still had was it was like Thunderstroke or something like that. I was like, bro, why you got these? Everybody they laugh. He got these stripper names, bro. I'm like, man, what is going on, bro?
Midnight Magic is wild, though.
Yeah.
That photo right there, there's like it's like a side by side on the second row. He looks like Alistar Overeem when he's like weighing in.
Oh yeah.
He looks so jacked. The first one right there, second row, first one with the red shorts. Yeah, right there.
He actually he's still in town. He's here in town, but he's in San Diego right now. He's on vacation. Man, we had a crazy ass. I mean, it's been a crazy ass 2 weeks. Between my fight. Then we had some guys fight in Colorado. Then we had a guy fight in Houston. It was a total of 4 of us that fought, and we all went out there, got three finishes, 1 win by decision. So, yeah, it's been a great weekend.
Your dad's your coach?
Yeah, my coach, the owner of the gym, which is Victory MMA. Like he had this whole game plan. He had this whole game plan set back in 2009. He was in the military. He was in the army, and when he was out in Afghanistan, he kind of was training at a gym called Victory, and he brought that same name over to Colorado when he got sent over to Colorado Springs and stayed there. And a couple of years later, man, here we are.
Yeah. Tell me how is it training with your dad, getting trained by your dad? Because my son and we don't see eye to eye. Like my son don't like to take my advice. How do you feel about that?
I'm the same way.
You don't like to take your dad's advice?
No, I do to an extent, but sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of the times, he'll tell you, everybody at the gym, like, we do bump heads. Like, he'll be showing the move. I feel like, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. Or like, when we're going over jiu-jitsu, something, I'm like, man, that's old school, man. These guys ain't doing that. They doing this new school shit. Or when it comes down to, like, calf kicks, like, he grew up, or he fought in the same era that you kind of fought in, where calf kicks, that wasn't even a thing. Now everybody's trying to target the calf. But I mean, I feel like we have a really great relationship on how to navigate this whole thing. I remember going into right before this last fight, he was like, Elijah, you're going into your second UFC fight. Nobody at the gym, including me, has been in this position. So just be prepared. And he's always kept me locked in from the start. That's don't let this shit go over your head and take anything for granted. So. Yeah,
you still respect his advice and stuff like that, though.
I still respect it. I do have an opinion though, and that's I mean, because our fighting styles are a little bit different, So it's like, okay, maybe that worked for you because you fought at 185, but I fight at 135, so I'm a little bit faster or a little bit more agile than you were. So it's like, how do we clash those two? Because he's more like top pressure, strong. Slamming like that's his whole game plan. So I kind of take my fighting style and his, and we kind of just mix it all together.
Oh, that's good.
That's such a good point because Armin, when he was here, he was training with Mighty Mouse. Then he trained a little bit with TJ. Then he trained a little bit with Leo Vieira and Jansen. Jansen's a world champion in jiu-jitsu. Leo Vieira is a legend. And then he's been doing all his wrestling for the last 6 months here at Jaxxon Media House, or a year with Bernardo, our head coach of jiu-jitsu. And one thing I heard them say at dinner is that people understand the difference of fighting. When they fight, it's hard for coaches sometimes because they're just teaching a style that they know, because he said a lot of things he learned from Mighty Mouse are incredible. Like the way he was able to kind of parry and stand in front of the guy and then getting close. But he's like, if I were to use that entire technique and not just take a little bit of that, when I go fight against a guy at my weight class, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because Rampage has always talked about the way he was able to do the cover and roll and your defense. It's so interesting to hear you say that, because not a lot of fighters have I heard say it in that way, where it's like, yeah, the fighting style was different because of the weight. Was different because of the division or the way he fought back then. Most people just say, oh, I don't like the way he fights, or I don't think he's smart.
Yeah,
but that's cool that you were actually able to pair that, because not a lot of fighters at your age do that.
He's right, though. I've noticed that things have changed a little bit.
In what way?
And MMA is one of the fastest evolving sports, and he is right. The calf kicks is one thing that's different.
Not only that, but like nowadays, like even in jiu-jitsu, like now these guys are going for
those nigga chokes. What they call it?
Yeah, ninja choke.
Oh, ninja. Yeah, the ninja choke. Go
ahead, say it.
No. Go ahead. What you gotta say?
I ain't got that pass today.
But like guys, like even in my last fight, Kazami, he was going for a bunch of heel hooks, knee bars. And that's just kind of like the new age no gi grappling. Even in gi, like these guys are always they're going for not your traditional rear naked chokes, guillotines, triangles, arm bars. Now they're playing with your feet, and it can get a little tricky down there. A guy get a heel hook and he bow.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all that is for you. So that's why when I slammed the guy, I did feel a little bit bad, for a little bit, because he wasn't moving. I ain't gonna lie, he was not moving. I was like, and I did like 3 different celebrations. I jumped on the cage. I even did a backflip off the cage that the camera didn't get, and then I did my little dance. And then I looked over. I was like, shit, this motherfucker's still not moving. Okay, let me calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's just that's just the
Did it scare you when you finally realized that he wasn't moving? Did it like bother you a little bit?
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro, like at least like, I'm looking for a thumbs up or like something like that. But once they finally picked him up and he sat on the stool, I was like, all right, now I can get back to doing my thing. Yeah. And it was dope to see. I even sent him a message probably like 2 days later, just checking up on him and just seeing if everything was cool. And he was like, man, I'm 100% healthy. And he was like, you just had to do what you had to do to win the fight. And let's just keep grinding and get better so we can win our next one.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Good sportsman.
Yeah, like I've never been a type of fighter. Like I'm not gonna shit talk you. You don't know me. I don't know you. Especially at our beginning stages. Like I'm just trying to go out there and win. Now when we get into the pay-per-view or getting onto the main card, okay, now I'm trying to sell these fights. Now I'm trying to sell the tickets. Because I know you get on the pay-per-view. That's what.
Ain't no more pay-per-view, young buck. That's gone.
I guess that is true.
No, he did say there would still be some one-off events, maybe.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he did say that.
I didn't know
he did say maybe, but yeah, you're right. There is no more.
I don't care about any of that. Yeah. I don't care about the Paramount.
I'm sure you guys will still make a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah. I'm like, I want to know how does this affect the fighters?
Yeah, you think they're going to give you guys a bump in your purse, or what do you have you guys?
I mean, if they did, or what would it be? Like an extra $1,000 or so, or $2?
No. He talked about it. He said that the bigger event, Dana White did a whole thing about it because Paramount did a deal. Obviously, it didn't include Power Slap. It didn't include Dana White contender season.
Right?
Yeah,
which is crazy. You did $7 billion. Shit, what could we have been doing with that $7 billion before, like pushing that towards the fighters? It's like shit. You did $7 billion. Golly, like that means we could have been bumped up that fighter pay for a minute ago,
bro.
Especially in y'all era, that's the crazy.
Yeah. Rampage made a bunch of bread.
No, my generation, we going through that antitrust lawsuit right now.
Oh yeah,
Did you guys win the first one?
Yeah,
there's 2 actually. Yeah. So the first one won, right?
The 2. Yeah.
And then you guys won, and then they get paid out based off their time, and his time was insane during those moments. But I think one thing about the pay-per-view model. And this is just my personal opinion from a business standpoint. Rampage will give us a really good insight on this. Would you rather know that you're going to get guaranteed money and still have to go promote the fight and build and then focus more on fighting, or go out there and have to put on this show, travel, do more PR, more press, more media to try to sell more pay-per-views and then hopefully make that extra split? Because I feel like if you look at it, not everybody has the ability to be Rampage and has the aura and has the ability to sell tickets and has the ability to sell
everybody is not a good talker. Like,
exactly.
You have guys like,
Conor McGregor. He's one of the
perfect.
Best.
Sean O'Malley, a good one. I mean, and then you have people for who's a champion right now that's not really too much into.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about like a guy like Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing fighter, right?
Yeah,
and a lot of people have a lot of things to say about everybody. But are we watching you because this is WWE? Because I could watch that too. TKO hold.
But you can see a break. But you can see a breakthrough. Look at GSP. He wasn't like the best at selling, but he still had a huge following.
But he had aura.
I feel like that, and he had an accent.
But he rolled in with a suit. He rolled in.
Yeah, he was the first one to start doing it, but he had the whole country of Canada behind him.
And that's the problem. You know what? And that's the problem with American fighters, because we're so diverse. A guy like Conor McGregor, he has a whole nation behind him. Yeah. A guy like
Hamza Chimaev, 10 million followers, Chechnya, Russia,
has
everybody
a whole country behind him. Whereas American fighter, a lot of the times, if you're from America, a lot of the times, sometimes I mean, look at Bilal. He was in Chicago. He's from Chicago. And people in America hate Chicago or hate Bilal.
For real?
Yeah, I heard that they was booing him this past weekend.
I just think a lot of people get the
they hate Aljamain. They hated Aljamain and I still don't know why.
Aljo cool. I don't know why they would hate him.
I don't know why they hate
him. MMA fans are finicky.
Yeah, but here's the thing: what Bear was getting at. The thing about the pay-per-view. So if I say I'm doing a fight, like my last fight that got canceled, they didn't want to split. They just gave us a set price.
Yeah. And
then they wanted me to promote it. I wasn't excited about promoting it. I'm like, I know what I'm going to get paid. Like we not in business together now. Why I got to do extra? I rather focus on training.
Yeah.
So if you was getting more money to promote a fight, and the more you promote, the more money you get. Like, okay,
yeah,
let's do this. Let's be in business together. Let me promote.
I feel like that makes the most sense. Like, okay, if there's a set pay, okay, cool. But if you want me, if there's an area for me to like, I can make more money. Like there's a set pay, but hey, you could make more money on your own if you, or we can offer more money if you do more. I don't know, more promos or whatnot. Then that'll be cool. So it's like it's either you don't do it and you just take the base pay, or you take the base pay and then you have an opportunity to where if you want to make more money, we can do that for you.
Yeah.
So it's like I would like that if they gave like those two options.
Yeah, and a little advice for me. You don't gotta listen to me either, but you don't gotta talk shit about your opponent. But you know, we've been here kicking it with you. You got a cool personality and stuff like that. A lot of people, a lot of MMA fighters don't. They have too big of an ego. Like me, I don't have an ego. People think I do. I make fun of myself. I joke about myself. Even when somebody get me with a good joke, I act like I'm butthurt and people think that I'm sensitive. But it don't matter. So show your personality, because everybody's not gonna love you. Some people are gonna hate you because this is how people are.
I feel like, I mean, even after the slam, which is something that I want to ask you about. I mean, after the slam, I've had people that love me, and then I had people that hate me. I have people that think I should have been DQ'd, thinking I should be, I don't know, fined or some shit like that. Like, but I mean, I think that's just part of the game. Like you said, there's gonna be some people that's gonna love you. There's gonna be some people that hate you.
Yeah,
and it really don't matter. But I mean,
you know what Pride told me? Pride told me after I did that slam, a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys was complaining to them, trying to get them to ban it.
Yeah,
like some people want to ban when all they got to do is, like, let it go,
or hook the leg.
Hook the leg. That's all they got to do. So yeah, it's some people like a lot of jiu-jitsu guys. They're not gonna like that.
Yeah, right? It's like, why should you get rewarded for your mistake?
Right.
Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, and it kind of, in a little bit, it kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit when I saw that Daniel Cormier, he was saying that like he didn't say that he wanted to ban it, but he said if they were to talk about banning the power slam, he wouldn't be opposed to banning it. I was like, wow. I was like, well, hold on. And I'm a big fan of DC. I love DC, but I mean, that right there kind of like, I was like, bro, this is coming from somebody who's been tossing motherfuckers on their head and flipping them all over. I'm like, do you forget that you were a fighter? Like you were doing the same shit that I was doing,
right,
at a higher rate.
But I don't think in his weight class or whatever, he possessed the power to do that move anyway. So only certain people can do that and pull it off the way you did it. I've seen people do it and they don't knock them out, or
they get themselves deeper in the throat.
Yeah, something like that. But not a lot of people can do that move where they can generate enough power and force to slam somebody and knock them out with it.
I mean, he did do that like high crotch, single leg, reverse turn, flip the guy on his shoulder.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's DC's move. He's taught it, and he did it on Jon Jones. He was showing it to Hamza Chimaev one time. Like,
but there's different. The slam that this kid did, it takes so much strength. And to have that much force, you bring him up like that, then you crash him down. Not a lot of people can do it.
No, my point was he did do some sort of move that required him to have someone on his shoulder and dump him. Yeah. This is similar to like a dump, but it's a lot more aggressive of a slam.
And I feel like this time around, like I think it's a little bit different because like, I mean, at my weight class, like now you don't see that as often. That's more like, maybe like welterweight, middleweight type of deal, maybe lightweight, but to do it at 135 and do it at such a, do it in such a ferocious way, it was like, holy shit, like what do we, and I got back to the hotel, I was like, damn, I kind of surprised, I kind of scared myself. I was like, damn, because Elijah, when he stepped in the cage, I turned to Swift. Elijah that you guys are talking to now is somebody totally different. Like, I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm just another guy, but when I step in that cage, I'm like, I'm a You understand?
I understand 100%.
Just a different animal. Like it's a different atmosphere.
Bear he don't know.
No, but I try to ask, and I ask this in a polite way. What do you think it is that gives you that switch? Is it something that happened in your life? Someone you're fighting for? Is it? How do you get that switch to get turned on? I
get that switch. I grew up with a lot of cousins that used to always shit talk me, and I just grew up in a household that I grew up with two older sisters, so I knew I was like shit. You know, if I ever get into some shit, I'm probably on my own.
Your sisters half Korean?
Yeah, they are too. Yeah.
You better settle down.
Look at this.
Well, I'm just asking questions.
You better settle down. Well, you're going to get Rampage Slam to Rampage.
I'm just asking questions.
Rampage Jr. going to get Rampage to Rampage Slam.
But,
damn, what a meme.
But I knew I had to handle my own self. So I'm like, shit. You know, that you're not just going to go out there and you're not going to bitch Elijah. That's not that deal. Like, I'm going to show you. If you think you got my number, okay, I got you for sure. See me outside.
You see
and,
I love that.
Look, it's a mentality. You got to have that and it's the heart.
But I've been saying that to you.
He said, I've been. Have you ever been in a fight, though?
Yes.
No.
Multiple times.
No.
I had to fight Rampage's cameraman one time.
Cap.
What?
Cap.
No, actually, the only fight I ever really been in the streets, I had to save Rampage.
Cap. When?
Damn, you had to be safe.
In UFC?
UFC 298.
Oh.
First fight I ever been in, I had to save Rampage Jaxxon.
Man,
take that to the grave.
You was about to get jumped?
No, some drunk dude was messing around. Bear took care of him. I almost went to jail too.
He said I had to.
I was on site. You mess with Rampage, I'm gonna have to kill you.
No, I didn't want to get sued. I said, Bear, get my lightweight. And Bear was scared. He was shaking.
He said, do I go now? He said, go now.
Hey, I hit him with the TJ.
Yeah.
I said, yo, brother, I don't want any problems with you. Bang! I went like that. Yo, brother, I don't want any problems with you. Bang!
With the rings?
Yeah, because I at first I Jon Jones him like this. So I had him looking over here.
He said,
yeah, I had him over. Bang! And I rolled it over. When I shoulder rolled him, I saw Rampage's face. He's like, no, I meant to tell him to leave, not hit him. And then the cops rolled up. Too late.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. Low key, he's Jon Jones' biggest fan. Low key.
Yeah.
He loved Jon Jones. He got a picture. He got a picture of Jon Jones doing that up kick.
Yeah.
He got a picture of it in his bedroom, like a life size, like as big as that thing right there.
Come on,
and
man. We gotta do better, man.
You gotta do better. You should.
If you're gonna do that, you gotta at least get some. You gotta get some for Rampage.
Yeah. Get a picture of me now, Elijah. Get a picture of me and Elijah on side by side slamming.
Yeah,
put that up. Take Jon Jones.
I'd love to get a photo of both of you guys slamming each other. That'd be insane.
Frame it.
Hey, yo, bro.
See,
come on, no.
Yeah,
in the cage.
No. See.
First of all, thank you for coming. You know, all joking aside, it's always good. What Rampage said, though, I think is true. We don't always talk about it too much with our guests, but your personality, the way it comes off, very authentic, very real. But you could tell you're just a good person. And I love that because a lot of people, I'm not going to say any names, Rampage, don't start, but they come in with a little bit of ego. And, I'm not a fighter, and I like to have fun and joke around too.
Yeah.
Drink a Red Bull, and then all hell's going to break loose. But it's good to see people that could let their guard down, be a little bit more relax and vulnerable and talk about other things other than fighting so people could get to know them. Yeah. Have you been media trained? Have you been excited to go on these press tours, going from the Dana White Contender Series, the UFC? Is it a whirlwind? What's going on with all that?
Yeah, I was excited. When I got the call up, I was like, yo, I didn't get to do it on the Contender Series, but my debut, I was waiting to do all the whole media day shit. I was waiting to do the poster signs. I mean, now when it comes down to media training, I never really had no real media training at all. Actually, I've never had any media training, but I just remember when I was growing up, in elementary school, I had hard times reading. I was put in reading interventions. So I would sit there and it would just always fuck with me. I'm like, God damn, Elijah, what? Are you stupid? And it would just always fuck with me. So when I finally got to a place where I was comfortable to talk in front of people and not stumble over my words, I was I was more proud of myself for doing that when I did it on the Contender Series than even the fight, because I just remember I was just so scared of if you make fun of me, I would get pissed. I'm like, bro, all right, you fuck it. What, you gonna make fun of me? Let's go step outside then. That's how mad I would get. So now I'm in a place that I'm comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable with, fucking up, or I'm comfortable with, stumbling over my words or something like that. I just get used to it and I just be me. Once I figured out how to be me, I was like, bro, this shit is easy. Yeah. It's easy.
Yeah. What's next? What next for you? You going to fight again in a couple months? Or?
Yeah, I talked to my guy Jason House.
Shout out to Iridium.
Yeah, shout out to Iridium and all those boys out there. And
I wish Jacob was here. He's actually at Taco Bell, but he'll be back
Taco
soon.
Bell again.
Jacob catching strays. Wow.
But we were looking for November or December. I want to end the year off with another bang. So I mean, cash in another check, maybe another $50K, and that would make my year.
Yeah.
And then we start off the year, like I always said, man, if I'm injury free, thank God for like with this fight, like I didn't take any damage, no major injuries, just my elbows are actually sore, and that's just from I was elbowing the shit out of him, which I'm surprised I didn't cut him. But yeah, if I can get out of fight with a finish and I'm healthy, man, let's keep the train going. Like I'd take a fight next month if I had to.
How long is your training camps?
This past one was probably like my longest training camp in a long time. It's probably like because I fought my last fight before this was February 15th, and we were hoping to get back in there in June. And we got the call up for this fight in July. So it was about maybe like, what, a 4 or 5 week training camp. So it went by, it was pretty fast.
Damn,
it's a short training camp.
But when you're young, you can do that.
But the Contender Series one, that was I got called up on 2 weeks. So it was, the weight cut, it went great. I was in shape. I was already training. Granted, I was on vacation. Like I was out here and I was in Burbank. Just chilling and just enjoying myself. I didn't do any training because I had a fight in July. So I was like, let me take me and the lady out and go enjoy ourselves. And then they called me up when I got back. And I was like, all right, I guess that means it's time to get back to work. So yeah. And then went out there, did our thing, got the contract. And I've heard people like not get fights in the UFC for like a year. Like I know guys, they're like, man, I haven't fought in like, 6 months or a year. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, damn, man. Well, if you only fight one time and say you're on your first contract, goddamn, you still like I'm still working my other job. Like I work at
You still work?
Yeah, I still work. I work.
You sell cars?
Yeah. I'm at a Subaru dealership in Colorado. Like I still work there because I'm like, as hard as it is to get into the UFC, it's even harder to stay. It's the same thing like NBA, NFL. Like these guys are getting cut and every other week, or whatnot. So I'm like, shit, I'm just being smart until I get to, my second contract, third contract or whatnot, where the money starts making more sense,
Let me ask you something. They might cut this out, but I really want to know this. They said the Subarus, is it true, the stigma about the Subarus, like a lot of customers are females?
Yeah, they say like Subarus are more like a lesbian car.
Is that true? Do you see that when you selling? Is that true?
Yeah, I would say more. It's more like females and more like a lot more older folks.
Bear, why you drive a Subaru?
Hey, I can't even. It's funny you say that, but I actually owned it. I did.
That might be your best one of the year because you set it up, and I was so intrigued.
He said, "Where you going with
I was
this
like,
one?"
yeah, how do you even know all this? That's like some Reddit talk.
No, I really wanted to know. I heard that stigma about it.
It's the easiest. It's the safest car. One of the safest cars. Really easy on maintenance, good on gas. Like if you just keep up with the oil change, tire rotations, it's really easy. But recently, I actually used to drive a Subaru, but with this bonus, I traded that boy in and got me a 2026 Juniper Model Y Tesla.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, I've been loving it, man. I was like, shit. Not only was the pricing good, it was good. And the tax deductions, man. I'm looking at different shit that people are not looking at. Well, most of these fighters who really. I'm grateful that I had a good family that put me in a, that guided me in the right way because, you get that $50K bonus and a lot of people think, oh man, I'm just going. And the next thing they tend to forget Uncle Sam. They tend to forget their management. They tend to forget about their coaches. And who knows, if you got some kids, your baby mama, if you got, other, and then after that 50K, you blink, it's only been a month and you like, damn, I'm broke again. And now you're begging the UFC, like, I'm ready for a fight. So it's like, like I said, I've just been really blessed to, have really good people around me to guide me in the right places that I need to be. So I'm not just like out here just, blowing checks and everything. Yeah. My dad, he's a cheapskate. So I think that's kind of where I got my cheapskate, ways from too. Like that Tesla, like that was probably like my biggest, besides my house, that was the biggest purchase I ever, like, I was like, shit, Elijah, I was handing over the check. I was like holding on to it. I was like, shit, hold on.
But that's so good that you're able to look at this. Obviously, I could tell you're probably from a great family who's trying to get you some good guidance and put you down the right road. Because a lot of people, even not just fighters in life, people don't understand taxes and bills and saving for a rainy day and divesting. You know, like a lot of people don't understand the concept of money, like borrowing and building wealth. I mean, people just think you make $100,000 and now you're rich, but it's like, it's got to last you. It's got to make more money for you.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question with training, because you're young. Rampage, I'm sure it was different with you, of course. How do you manage the relationship between training, paying the coaches, paying the management, getting your money from the UFC? Is that a lot for you to deal with? Because I know that some fighters with managers have to do it themselves, or sometimes the managers do it for them.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been really easy. Again, I'm giving out my flowers to my dad, because I mean, everything that happens, I always go through him, or they always go through him first. And then he gets back to me. He's like, yo, Elijah, so this is what we have going on. What do you think? I'm like, okay. I give him my opinion. He gives me his opinion back. And then we kind of, we make sense. And he's like, he's a great negotiator. Like, when I go get a car, I'm taking him with me, because he's going to be the one that's in your face. Like, I know you could do better. If you don't bring that pricing down, I'm walking out. Like, that's like, he's a really good negotiator. And that's something like I'm sitting back and I'm like, every time he does it, I'm just analyzing. I'm like, okay. Because unfortunately, there's going to come a time where, Pops won't be around. So I want to be able to, grasp everything before that time comes and really learn from him, so I can, be a better person, be a better father, and just manage myself correctly. But I mean, it really hasn't been super. It's really easy for me. I have my management team. I have my manager, Jaxxon House, and then I have my dad as like almost like my second manager. And to have both of them coexist, like, I just know that obviously they're not going to guide me in the wrong direction. So, I mean, and then with work and training, that's super easy. I mean, I've been working at this job for about 5 years. And I always say, it's almost like with school. You get cool with your teachers. They're like, okay, all right, Elijah, it's okay if you come 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late to class. Like, just as long as you come in and you do your thing. But that's an over time built up relationship to where they can trust you. That's the same thing with my job. Like, hey, I'm always here on time. I never call off. I do a great job. Hey, I got a fight coming up. Do you mind giving me 2 weeks off? Like, I really need it, even if I don't have any PTO. Elijah, go ahead, man. You always been a good to us, and I want to see you go achieve your dreams. Like, you never call in. You're always here early. You never messing up. Yeah, so it's like that built up relationship with my job, to where they respect me and they want to see me grow. So they give me whatever time that I need off. And I try to reciprocate that same love back.
Dude, why you can't be like that? I be wanting to go out of the country for like 2 months, do a movie.
Give me his time off.
Like, no, man, we got this podcast.
Give me his time off.
Bro, we got this podcast.
You know what the podcast community would say if we didn't upload a video every week? Let alone he just leaves for 30 days to chase dudes around the Philippines.
Dudes.
I mean, Thailand.
Man, what the fuck?
The lady boys.
Yeah, around
the
Thailand.
lady boys.
That ain't me.
Hey, last time he was cooking 3 of them in a suit.
Oh, those was not lady boys. Those was not lady boys. Don't give me those allegations.
What they say, jacuzzi?
Yeah, the Rampage jacuzzi goes crazy. And he jumped in the pool with his pants on. You know what that means?
Oh, that's crazy.
I seen that they were giving you shit because you was in the pool with your shirt on, but they don't understand. Like, you got to wear the mic.
I got to do all this stuff, but no. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
They're like, why Rampage in the pool with a mic on or with a shirt on?
I'm be dead ass 100. My chat be saying the most diabolical shit they can possibly say.
Nasty work.
Yeah, nasty work. So I keep my shirt on because I don't trust that. I don't trust that they straight.
You know what? And that's Bro. And that's okay, because that's where you think most of your money. Say if you were to start OF, you feel me?
No, I won't do that.
No, I know. Hold on.
Rampage Jaxxon on OnlyFans.
I would never do that.
Oh my God,
that ain't me.
But let's say if you did, most of your fans won't come from the women. It'll come from men.
Oh my God, Elijah,
I'm trying to
speaking facts.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Rampage Jaxxon does an OnlyFans. What's his first post, Elijah?
No, I wouldn't do that. What
did Conor McGregor do?
Oh no, I ain't.
Oh my God!
I ain't lifting no weights.
What kind of weight you hanging from your piece, dog? 5 pounds, 2 pounds, 10 pounds.
You want to know,
man? 5 pounds, 2 pounds.
That's some shit that you don't even think about. Like, what goes through somebody's head to like, yo, I'm gonna tie some shit around my nuts and stretch this shit out.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you that.
For free too. He didn't even charge that.
Yeah.
He
wanted everybody to see it.
Don't be a rat. Don't be a rat.
No, I've turned down movies because of sex scenes and nude scenes. I won't do it. I just
what about this? I mean, what's wrong with the sex scenes? I feel like that'd be the scene that you
because they wanted him to do a sex scene with his trainer.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you ever seen him in the A-Team?
Yeah, the A-Team.
You ever seen him in Midnight Meat Train?
I ain't gonna lie, man. You should bring.
You ever seen him in Midnight Meat Train?
Nah, I haven't.
Hey, pull up Midnight Meat Train.
Shut the
you should have
fuck
seen
up.
the way he was getting the meat. Hey, pull up Midnight Meat Train.
You got to bring the Mohawk back.
Yeah.
Though,
Oh no, we got something for you with the Mohawk. Believe that. Bro. Hey, who did the Mohawk better, Rampage Jaxxon or Conor McGregor? Or Chuck Liddell?
Oh,
chill out, bro. Chill out.
He said, "Chill out." I'm gonna have to go with.
Look at this. This is Rampage Jaxxon, the Midnight Meat Train. I got a serious set of skills.
Hey, I lived the line and they kept it in the movie.
You walk in like that. You walk in like
I called him Forrest Grunt.
Hey, look at him. Hey, you walked in crazy work though. Look at you. Yeah,
this back when I was in the UFC.
Phenomenal actor.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Hey, phenomenal acting. I'm not gonna lie, Rampage. This is my favorite scene because you look funny. You look scary. Like Rocky Balboa.
You want to pick the movie because of the name. You thought it was gay porn.
Yeah. He said, "Come on, bro."
No, there was a good fight scene. I got in a fight with him in this scene. Look, he hit me in the back of the head with a big ass hammer.
It's funny to see. Oh my!
That shit look real, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Now I mean,
you want to do movies, Elijah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this shit fun.
Rampage, what kind of movie scene would Elijah be in? What do you think
he gonna be in a Tupac remake?
You obsessed with him looking like Tupac.
He look like Tupac.
Hey, what do you think Rampage would be for his next movie? Biggie?
Probably.
Wow, Biggie.
Biggie, get the fuck. Nah, I would. Who would be a good person for you to play? I feel like I don't even think like a good person. I feel like I want to see you in a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I want to see.
Who would he be? If you wear a patch, you could be Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, Luke Cage.
Nah,
Nick Fury.
I do like Luke Cage, but I mean,
Nick Fury.
It ain't many superheroes I can be, brother.
Let me see. No, The Rock was a superhero, and you kind of look like The Rock. You all big.
I don't look nothing like.
But here's the problem with The Rock that I feel like between you and The Rock that I like, even like with guys like Dave Bautista, is that The Rock, he plays himself like a lot, you know. So
that's acting though.
That's him. But I feel like you can do like I feel like you could do a bunch of different scenes. You could be the funny guy, you could be the serious guy, you could be the villain, you could be the hero.
Yeah.
So I can see like you're more.
I got more range.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, on the new remake from.
They killed my boy.
Shot me through my eye. That was
some Matrix scenes.
That was gross.
On the Marvel remake, on that new Marvel remake, you would get the lead. You'd probably be the biggest global superstar.
No, if for me to go and do movies like that, be superhero, I gotta get on all the PEDs, bury it on, and
stop. You don't
get
need
my
PEDs
abs
for
back
that.
and stuff.
You
like
would
that.
look insane in that movie. Can you imagine him being the lead in that?
Shoot,
I could see you at that.
Yeah, I gotta get on PEDs. I go there. I don't really care to do movies that much no more. I just like to take the fun roles. But I'm gonna tell you, it's fun. But what sucks about movies is when you gotta do the same shit over and over. You gotta edit. I mean, you gotta do the same.
Oh yeah, I kind of get that. I kind of get the same thing like with the
angles.
Yeah,
they gotta do it. They have a camera like this way, and then my close up,
and then over here.
Yeah, bro, that part sucks. You gotta remember your lines, like, cause I don't know about other actors, but me, after I deliver my close up and stuff like that, do my lines, then I'm studying my other lines for my next scene. I forget what's going on. Then like, oh, you gotta do the turnaround, you gotta do the close up. Then you gotta kind of deliver it almost the same way you did it the others. It sucks, man. Bro. Yeah,
I believe it. I mean, that's a lot of just doing the same shit like 10,000 times at a different camera angle. So I can only imagine like.
Yeah, how do y'all doing the gay porn? Cause I heard this shit is not real. Y'all gotta reshoot it.
It said turn them around, flip them up.
Hey, who you talking to?
You talking about me doing OnlyFans and pull up the midnight meat train and shit.
Do OnlyFans.
I'm not doing.
Wait, you got that?
I mean, but you could do an OnlyFans. You ain't even got to put nothing out there. I mean, some people they just catfish. You know, they put like, you know.
He's been thinking about this.
He's been thinking about it.
Hey, you going really? Hey,
I made a post out there. I said, "Shit, man, I might mess around and throw something together, man."
Hey, the most viral OnlyFans of the year would be you and Shannon Briggs. Chill out, Chin. Chill out, Chin.
Come on.
Or maybe you braiding Rashad Evans' hair.
You
braiding Rashad Evans' hair, making him look like Travis Scott with the pros.
This part is over, man.
No, I got two more things. So UFC 320 October, your division titles on the line. Merab versus Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
Who you think's gonna win that?
Man, I got my boy, Corey Sandhagen. I love Merab, but I think Corey Sandhagen, I want to see him go out there. He's from Colorado too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it only makes sense.
You think he gonna take Merab?
I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy, but I feel like Corey Sandhagen, he can get it done.
Have you trained with him before?
I haven't. I've trained around him, but I haven't trained with him. I've trained with guys like Yusuf Zallah. I've trained with guys like Chris Gutierrez. Jonathan Martinez, all these guys most of these guys are all at Factory X, and they're all cool. And sometimes Corey Sandhagen, he goes down to Factory X, but every time that he's been there, I just miss him.
He's currently at Onyx he's with Trevor Whitman.
Yeah, Trevor.
Justin Gaethje. Because they have their Onyx lab where Trevor Whitman's gloves, where he makes his gloves and stuff.
Yeah, I got my own Onyx gloves too. Them motherfuckers are expensive.
Onyx gloves?
Yeah, but
Joe
they worth
Rogan,
it.
Everybody's talked about it. They're the greatest gloves.
I probably had 3 pairs already.
They're the best gloves?
They're best gloves.
He claims that they're the best gloves because they're naturally curved, so you don't eye poke, and it's perfect.
The UFC, I really feel like they should have went with Trevor Whitman's design.
I think they tried, and then the deal went through. Didn't go through.
Because quote me if I'm wrong, but I
don't quote you.
Yeah, don't quote me if I'm wrong. If
allegedly,
allegedly they said the reason why it didn't go through is because the UFC they wanted to take off the Onyx.
Oh, okay.
And they wanted, but Trevor Whitman kind of wanted. It's his shit. He was like, "Yo, leave the Onyx, logo on there." So I could see why that.
No, okay. So think about it. I think Trevor Whitman. I think he probably, in my opinion, I think he made a mistake. Then he should have did that deal. He should have did the deal. Cause so what your logo's on? It's the UFC. UFC is not in the business of promoting other people's brands.
Other brands.
They let Venom's logo be on the shorts.
Yeah, but they got to pay. That's a sponsorship.
But what I'm saying is maybe we don't know the back end of the deal, but I do believe that because of the technology, the glove, that even if the logo wasn't on it, in your defense, Trevor Whitman, he could have spun that for marketing and showed people hey, we're the official glove of the UFC. He would have been chilling.
Yeah.
But also too, the technology behind that glove, even Mighty Mouse has said it, TJ has said it, you've said it, having a glove that's naturally curved and you have to actually move your hands to open it, it would reduce all eye poke.
Think about it, Pride, we didn't eye poke each other.
Yeah, those gloves, those Pride gloves is everybody, they put them side by side, and I think the number one thing that I like about that glove is the padding. Mm-hmm. I really you heat it up and it firms right to the memory foam goes straight to your hand. And I've never broken my hand, but I've had a lot of knuckle issues, and it's mainly because most MMA fighters, how many of them really wrap their hands? Not many.
In training?
Yeah, I rarely wrap my hands.
Why? That's why you have a knuckle. That's why you have a knuckle problem. I wrap my hands. I wrap my hands, and a lot of times on sparring days, I do a full tape job.
I see, and this goes back to where me and my pops butt heads. He always tells me, why don't you wrap your hands? I'm like, man, it just take too long. Toss the.
Same thing with my son. Man. Listen to your pops, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I gotta do with Rampage. Because look, then you complain. Rampage is the biggest advocate when he does sparring days. When he was getting ready for Rashad, he would tell everybody, no, I'm wrapping my hands. I ain't gonna transcan hurt. I got money on the line. Also, actually, for a second, not to be funny, speak on that, because you brought up a really good point when Rashad was here. We talked about that with Cutman Tate. He's like, bro, it's your job. You have money on the line. Why do you want to transcan hurt? Explain.
Yeah. This is your money makers, right? These are your main money makers right now. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to protect these all the time. Take them home after training and baby them, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Pamper your hands.
That's one thing. I don't know why, man. I think it's just me being young and dumb, and you ain't
gonna listen, huh?
I've been better. I've been better with it. What I did, because like I said, sometimes when it comes to sparring days, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to spar, so I just toss on the gloves. I'm excited.
You don't even warm up.
I don't. Nah, we do warm up. Our warm up is probably 45-minute warm up.
And you sparring boxing gloves, no wrap. I don't see how you do it. That's
no
socks.
No, we spar for the most part puffies.
And you're not wrapping them up.
Not wrapping them up.
No, bro.
I did recently start wrapping them because this knuckle right here, Like it's been killing me. I actually got a cortisone shot in my knuckle.
Yeah, that's why. Because you don't wrap the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I gotta call Coach Yogi, our boxing coach. He runs the whole boxing division at Santo Performance Studio and here at Jaxxon. He made me these casts out of wrap, and I never wrapped my hands. And I train. I'm not a fighter. I just train for cardio. It's because I'm all natural.
I know. He
said it's all natural.
And so basically,
I know you're talking about those.
Yeah. And he made me these casts. Yeah. And now every time I go to train, I put these casts on. And it's incredible. And actually, the first person to salute me on it was Hamzat Chimaev because he waits to wrap his own hands every time, and he trains twice a day. Just so
it takes a lot of time. It does because you gotta roll them up. I know it takes a lot of time, and then you gotta air them out because they smell like feet.
Rampage. Also, while we're on this topic, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We were on a podcast with Edmund, which was Ronda Rousey's head coach. He also sometimes comes down here once a month to train with Armin Sarukian, and Rampage said, I need you to find me these gloves. They're legendary gloves, and they're right here. They're these Pride gloves, and Rampage was obsessed with these, and they're laced up Pride gloves that are naturally basically curved. Rampage, these are the ones you were looking for, correct?
Yeah.
Right here.
Are those the ones y'all fought in?
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I was texting him.
These are the winning ones.
Yeah, that's the ones I want for my fight. I'm finna start doing my own fight league. September 20th, the first amateur show.
Every fighter who came
Rampage Combat. My bad.
Rampage Combat. And everybody who came on the podcast couldn't remember or knew about these. And Rampage is like, no. And then Edmund was the first guest to be like, Rampage, you're 100% correct. Pride had a winning version of an MMA glove, but it was wrapped and it had laces.
Those are the best gloves.
Yeah, so I think we found them. We're gonna make them for you.
Oh, you gonna help me out?
Well, I'm gonna make a pair to see if you like them.
Thank you, because I think I got too many texts. I lost his.
You know, it's crazy because like the new UFC gloves, I had a chance to fight in them for my Contender series, and I those gloves were probably like the worst.
Trash.
Like they were so trash, and I even did a little review on it, and it just wasn't. I was like, This is a glove that's supposed to stop the eye pokes? No. I'm like, it literally did nothing. It actually bruised my hand like that. It was super tight around the finger holds. I actually had to get a double XL glove because it was so tight. Like I couldn't fit my hand wraps around it. I was like, bro, I only seen on TV. They look like trash, and then the gold ones. I saw they was fighting in the main event, and the gold started peeling off or something. Yeah. The UFC little thing, it came off.
Yeah. They look like trash. So I'm gonna tell you, not only is the wrap to protect your knuckles and stuff like that, and your hand, like the little structure in your hand, it's for your wrist too. Yeah. Because I punch so hard. And my fist is not big for heavyweight. I was a light heavyweight. I don't have like a big fist for a fighter, but I pack a lot of power. And my wrist, sometimes if I do a hook wrong, if it's not wrapped right, it'll like
come in. Yeah.
So you got to protect all that.
Yeah, that's 100%. Because I mean, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And the good time that I am here, I'm trying to be as healthy as I can, so I can go to the top. What'd
you see yourself doing after your fighting career?
Taking over my dad, like I said, he built up the gym, Victory MMA. I mean, taking over the gym
and OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans. You gotta hold that down, man. You gotta figure
Victory
out.
fans.
There's different ways that you could come with with some money on it, but so that's the main goal, is to take over the gym and not only just take over, but like expand it. I want Victory MMA to be known as the Factory X's, the Onyx gym, the all the big gyms, the ATT or something like that. I want Victory MMA to be one of those gyms that's like, hey, yo, you come here. We got a lot of elite guys. We got guys all over the world. We got world champions on the local, regional, and world scene. Like that's kind of what.
Shout out to the gym. Where is that in Colorado? So anybody in the area, they can go check it out.
Yeah, it's in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's right off of, if you're in Colorado, you know exactly where Hancock and Academy is. It's called Colorado Victory MMA when you guys look it up on the internet. Yeah. And my dad, he built that up, and man, we're only going to take it up. Like I said, this past weekend we had 4 guys fight, including me, and we all went 4-0. 2 on the local scene, 2 in Colorado, 1 on the regional scene for Fury FC, and then obviously me in the UFC.
Do you feel like it's an advantage living and training in Colorado than fighting everywhere at sea level?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that's why you see guys like T-Bud, Terrence Crawford. He actually trains up at a gym that's like 5 minutes up the road from us. And like that's why the Olympic Training Center is there as well. Like a lot of people, they come to Colorado and they go to Denver. But they tend to forget that Colorado Springs is actually higher in elevation than Denver is. and also you get away from the city life, all the distractions, and just keeps you focused. So I mean, if the best of the best, like Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, me, my pot, like if we're at the Olympic Training Center, everybody, if they're coming to Colorado Springs.
Will your gym be open if MMA fighters want to come rent your gym to do training camps there?
Oh yeah, we do that all the time. Like one time we had Jorge when Jorge
Masvidal?
Yeah, when he came down and to fight Donald Cerrone, he came down and trained at our gym. So yeah, we do that all the time.
How you think Terrence Crawford's gonna do against?
Man, I got T-Bud, man. Come on, do it for the culture.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, do it for the culture.
I talked to TJ about that because TJ brought Terrence Crawford onto the Ultimate Fighter when he was coaching for the day to help him. And TJ's friends with Terrence Crawford, and he's just so technical, so skillful. Obviously, I think Canelo's a lot more denser and bigger. I think that weight is gonna be hard for Terrence Crawford, but I think Terrence is one of the best skilled boxers, technical boxers we've ever seen.
But I think, with Canelo, I feel like his output isn't a lot. So I mean, he kind of reminds me of like a bigger version of Tank. Like they're always waiting for that one big shot. And what if that one big shot never comes? And we almost seen it with Tank, which arguably, people thought he lost his last fight against who was it, Roach? And when you're sitting there and you're waiting for that big shot, and it never comes.
Is that the fight where he got his braid in his eye or something?
Yeah, where he stopped. He said it was like some grease.
And he took the knee.
Like that. Exactly.
That was very controversial, like taking the knee.
He just announced his fight this morning. He's fighting Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't like
Gervonta
that.
Davis is fighting Jake Paul in 2 months in November.
What happened to Jake Paul fighting
Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
He's doing one more fight on his contract, and then they'll probably fight. But Deontay Wilder is fighting Francis Ngannou. They just announced that.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah,
wait.
It's very
not
close.
again.
It's very close to being announced. Sorry, I wasn't even supposed to say that.
Oh, well, it's all already out there.
Leave it in Wayne by the time this comes out.
Yeah. That's crazy. I did want to mention something. The first time I seen you live fight, I was about, I want to say maybe like 8 or 9 years old or something like that. And you fought at the Pepsi Center, now known as the Ball Arena.
Where?
And you fought Jon Jones, and that was and that was his first fight as defending the title. Yeah. And the number one thing that I always remembered is that after the fight, the post-fight interview, Jon Jones, he's always crouched down and he kind of like crawled over to you. And I remember you said in the post-fight, he was like, man, it looked like he was coming over to come suck my toes or something like that. And like that always stayed in my mind. I was like, man, like what is he? I'm like, 8, 9 years old. I'm like, what? I'm thinking like this is the funniest shit ever. And it's just full circle that now I'm sitting right here in front of you, and it's like, damn, this is awesome, man. This is awesome, man.
I always always been type of person that likes to joke around and laugh. I always tell people I'm a comedian pretending to be a fighter. Yeah. So I like entertaining people. I like making people cheer, and I like making people laugh and stuff.
Do you think you use that as a way to when you go into these fights, you already know there's a bunch of energy, and do you use that as a way to cope?
I use comedy as a way to cope in other ways, cause I'm really I'm a shy person. I guess I get that from my mom, because my mom is really shy, but my dad is really outgoing, and I always want to be like my dad. I don't want to be like my mom, right? Yeah. So I'm very antisocial around people. I have I'm socially awkward. So I use comedy as a way to
break the weird.
Break the weird. Yeah, and then as long as I'm having fun, laugh, I can make fun of myself, make fun of my friends. Like you can tell when I really like somebody because I'm joking with them, I'm making fun with them. But that's also my culture from Memphis. Like my dad is like that, and my whole family. Like when we call each other,
clowning.
First thing it is like insults and stuff, and then we talk seriously. But that's my way of coping, being around people and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we're going to these fight nights, so I'm just like, man, there's so much. That's something that a lot of people don't even get to experience. A lot of people don't know what it feels like to be on fight night, especially being a main event. You're the last guy to walk out, so you done seen at least 10 guys get their ass whooped, or not 10, maybe 5. About 10 guys get their ass whooped. And some of them might, you're in the back training, they walk out, and then next thing you know, they're coming back on the stretcher. You're like, damn, what the hell am I getting myself into? And you gotta mentally prepare yourself. All right, Elijah, just throw don't even let that fade you. Your fight is gonna be something totally different.
And it sucks when the loser is in your locker room.
Oh man,
it's the worst.
It's the worst atmosphere.
Worst atmosphere.
You're like, oh man, especially when he look fucked up. I'm like, Shit, you had a long night, didn't you? I could tell.
Yeah, bro. Nobody even talks about that, and I forget about that part of fighting. Like that. That's probably like the worst thing about fighting. When
like one guy sitting in the corner and he's like thinking about his life, thinking if he should even keep fighting. And then you have another guy in the other training room. He's celebrating with it. He damn near popping bottles in there. He's like, man, we going, especially if you're in Vegas. He's like, man, we going to the strip. We about to go party. And this guy, he probably about to go to his hotel room and like, just like damn near like
cry or something.
Yeah, literally. I remember when I lost, I was crying. Because I lost, so I went 5-0 as an amateur, and then my first 2 fights I won. My first 2 pro, I won my pro debut, and then I won my second pro fight, both by TKO. So I'm thinking like, in most of my amateur fights, I think only one fight went to the decision. I was finishing everybody. So I'm like, man, I'm on top of the world, man. Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm that guy. Like, I'm Superman. Give me who you got. I'll take him out. And then I fought a guy named Junior Cortez, and at the time he was coming from the Contender Series. I was 2-0, he was 6-2, so he had a little bit more experience. But I was like, he gonna have to show me. And he actually knocked me out. And in
the UFC,
and on the regional scene, we fought in for this promotion Fury FC, and I was like, damn, because they were talking like, yo, Elijah, if you beat this guy who's 6-2 and he's coming from the Contender Series, shit, you might be on your way for real. Like you might be, and at the time I was 19. So I'm like, I'm young, I'm still feeling it. I'm feeling like the man, like I say. So to go out there and when I lost, I went to my room. I tried to play it off like I was okay. Like, no, it's good, it happens. But like deep down inside, like it was just like it was killing me to the point like there was one point in time I was like, man, I wanted to quit. I didn't even want to fight no more. But my pops, like I called my mom, I was like, yo, I think I'm done with this. I think I'll move on to something different in life. And she was like, you know what, it's okay, I'll support you and whatever. And my dad, the total opposite. He said, yo, if you quit right now, you're gonna be known as a quitter your whole life.
He's right.
And I was like, oh shit, you're right. He was like, if you're gonna quit, let's go out here, let's go get this win. And then if you want to stop fighting after this win, then I'll be fine with it. But you're not going out, on a loss.
Dad, man. That's a good dad. Man. That's a good dad.
And we went out there, beat a guy. I caught him in a rear naked choke in the 3rd round, finished him, and from that, now I'm on a 7-fight win streak with 2 wins in the UFC. With an iconic, knockout. It's like, damn, if I would have quit, if I would have, and I love my mom, but if I would have took her advice and not listened to my dad, would I even still be in this position? So it's like, like I said, I always have good people around me. My dad, he's always guided me in the right direction. So I'm like, bro, I'm blessed, man.
Well, you need to start listening to your dad more and wrap your hands and do all this.
Damn hands.
But I'm gonna tell you, no mom really want their boys to fight. It's probably rare, some moms that, but most moms, they don't want them. My mom, she's never came to any of my fights, and she don't watch them. She don't watch them live. She'll watch them like afterwards if I win. My mom came to one of my wrestling matches, and I was undefeated in wrestling. I had just started. I was the only wrestler in Tennessee that was undefeated, in Memphis that was undefeated, and they was putting me in a newspaper and stuff like that.
Damn.
And my mom came, and I lost that match against a guy I beat twice. But here's the thing, they cheated me. Everybody in the gym saw that they cheated me. Like they ran out the time. They gave him points and didn't give me points and stuff like that because this was for the regionals. So you go place in state.
Regionals and then state.
And he was a senior. And no one knew who I was. I was a cameraman the season before. No one knew who I was. So they wanted him to do good, right? Yeah. So my mom didn't understand that. She was like, look, they cheating you and stuff like that. Just quit. Quit wrestling. Quit. I said, Mom, wrestling changed my life. And I said, I don't care that I lost. I already beat that guy twice. I powerbombed him too once and I pinned him. And I was like, Mom, I don't care that I lost one match. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they had to cheat me to beat me. It made me feel good. Yeah. But I want to tell you, like in this sport, sometimes everybody can't be like Jon Jones. Sometimes we get a loss. It comes with it. Sometimes you get knocked out. But you know what I'm saying? It's part of it.
It's part of the game.
But just because you lost one fight don't mean you're a loser. You know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of why I like MMA more than boxing, because MMA, you can lose and come back and they still love you as if you were still undefeated. Whereas boxing, like these guys, they're holding out, with their records. They want to keep that own tag. And is it because of Floyd? Maybe.
They always been like that. They pad their records like Bear. He's thinking about doing the same thing. He's thinking about going to Mexico and pad his record like everybody else.
I have a fight 155 in October.
Lined up.
Yeah, it's already lined up. And then when I come back, all 2026, he gonna stop teasing me because I'm gonna be a fighter.
Yeah, but
man, Bear, you should really do just one fight and just say fuck it.
Yeah, but he's gonna go to Mexico. Bear's a billionaire, so he's gonna pay the guys a lot of money.
Not gonna pay the fighter. I'm paying a manager to get me a fighter.
Yeah,
difference.
He's gonna pay that guy's
gonna
manager.
Get somebody Tito that was working on their roof like a couple of hours before. They say, get this guy. They say, yo.
No, honestly, I try to put together a fight, and the guy's like, how much you want to pay? And I'm like, what do you mean pay what? He's like, well, you got to pay the fighter to lose. I'm like, I ain't doing all that.
What the heck?
These guys would tease me for a year.
So that's what they do in Mexico, though.
That's what they do. So not everybody, but there's certain organizations you could pad your records. They'll go get a guy who they know you'll beat up or a guy who's never fought. They do some of that here locally. But
do you think that's why Devin Haney, before he started getting big, he had a lot of fights in Mexico?
Allegedly, maybe.
I don't want to say he was padding his record because he's still a great boxer.
Well, I'm gonna say this: it's known that a lot of boxers pad their records. That's why a lot of them undefeated. And MMA, we just not like that. We built different. We fight everybody, and we don't like a lot of times we don't run from people and stuff like that. Now you
how many times do you see a fighter when they come? Normally, when Jason, when he brings me a contract, he like, hey, we have so and so. I'm like, okay, yeah, sign it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas like some guys, they're like, well, hold on, hold on, let me.
Well, let's be clear though. For one thing, you got to give them just a little bit. Your payday compared to a boxer, they got that one fight a year because of their record could be millions.
But that's
so
only,
they got
that's only 1%.
I know. But I'm saying all the managers are always trying to explain to their fighter, oh, let's be careful because if we do 2 or 3 more fights and your record gets good. So that's just the system of boxing, though. Yeah. The system of boxing is let's protect you, so then the manager and you get your one payday and then you're good. That's really how it works.
But that's only like what we said. That's only like the 1%ers.
Yeah,
but the system's built to try to the whole way there, though. They're pitching you that dream. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna wait.
Yeah, we're gonna keep waiting until the money is right. But then after that, some people start getting into percentages, and it just gets political. And then next thing you know, the fight never happens.
Gervonta Davis is most likely probably gonna lose to Jake Paul, and that's gonna be crazy.
They said, hey, where they come up to you? They said, how much do you want to pay to lose? How
much you want to pay to lose? Nobody. Jake Paul don't pay anybody to lose. Jake Paul actually goes out there and beats up everybody.
Man. Yeah, but Gervonta Davis is too small though.
The one thing I do like about Jake Paul is he does actually train.
He's a beast.
Yeah, the one thing I just want to it's just when he does fights like these that don't make sense. Like he's talking about he wanted to fight for a title.
He's ranked right now.
Yeah, he's ranked, and he also said he wants to be a world champ. But this fight not gonna get you to the world. Like it gets you more money in your pocket.
What weight class are they fighting at?
Exactly.
Gervonta Davis like 130.
He fights at 130.
Thank you. Yeah. Jake Paul look like a heavyweight already.
Jake's got to cut down. They're gonna meet.
They're gonna meet at what? 160? There's no way he's meeting down at 160. No. There's no way he's
when Jake Paul was here, to me, he looked like he was at least 180. At least.
Jake's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, his last fight, it said he weighed in at like 199.
Jake's a big boy.
Yeah, no way he's getting down.
It's gonna be Friday, November 14th, live on Netflix. This is gonna be
Netflix need to get with it.
A massive fight.
They got to fight out of the country if they're gonna meet in the middle.
Yeah, because the commission ain't gonna pass.
Jake is going to be way too big for that. It's just like him fighting Mike Perry all over again.
Yeah.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I did. I was like, I thought that fight was going to be a little bit more challenging, but he made Mike Perry look like he made him
big. That's why there's weight classes. Did you watch Hamzat and DDP?
I did, and I was like, a lot of people they didn't like that fight, and I was I was impressed because I was like,
Hamzat or DDP?
Well, Hamzat. I was like, there's no way. Well, going up to that fight, I was like, man, there's no way Hamza could do this for 5 rounds. So, he comes out the first round. I'm like, oh, shit, okay, that's expected. I was like, but he can't do it, all 3 rounds. Comes out the second round. He does it again. I'm like, all right. 3rd round. He does it again. I'm like, damn, DDP, if you don't do something, you about to lose this fight.
No answer.
He did it for 25 minutes straight.
But that being said, when the referee...
Like, how strong is he?
Listen. But that being said, hear me out. Yeah. When the referee raised his hand, I thought DDP was going to get his hand raised. DDP got robbed.
Whoa, that's controversial.
Yeah, DDP.
Okay, I know. I want to hear this.
Hear me out. DDP, he should have got his hand raised because he participated. He didn't give up. He didn't give up.
All right, listen. Thank you guys for watching.
I thought you were going to say some real
thank you guys. We got to wrap up with that
But he didn't give up.
Oh, my God.
He got put in a crucifix. Do you know how hard it is to get out of a crucifix?
It is.
He don't know. He never. A lot of people give up.
Brother, you're a world champion. You beat some of the best fighters in the world. The things that guy has done, DDP, is nothing short of amazing.
But when you think about...
to then fight Khamzat Chimaev, not to cut you off, but then to go in this cage, a 30-foot pay-per-view cage, and let a guy like Khamzat Chimaev do whatever he wants to.
But DDP didn't give up, so he should have won the fight.
But there's not participation awards. This is what's wrong with America.
Yeah, he should have got a trophy. He should at least got a trophy.
Man.
He got his,
he got a $5 million check.
He should have got a trophy.
Yeah, what?
No, he should have got a participation trophy.
Golly.
He was a champ. He got put in like 2 crucifixes and then 2 more attempts, and he didn't give up.
Should you got a trophy when Chael Sonnen just wrestled you at Bellator?
Oh damn! Wow, he just.
Should you?
Hey,
because the weight
he pulled out a 9 hollow.
Why?
Chael Sonnen, he didn't dominate me. All he did was get my leg pregnant. Bro, my leg had.
I watched the fight last night with TJ.
Bro, my leg had to take a plan B after that fight.
Oh man!
He wrestled you.
Yeah. He humped my leg the whole
I
fight.
watched Chael Sonnen every night, and last night randomly a 45-second clip comes up.
Every night he watched.
It's so good.
In his underwear.
I'm in the sauna. TJ's hitting weights. TJ's like, turn this off. It's so loud. And I blast it. And a 30-second clip comes up. Rampage 2 pieces. And then Chael Sonnen goes in to shoot. I'm like, there's no way he just wrestled you. I never watched a full fight.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I enjoy watching you and King Mo fight. I really did.
That's Rampage's best friend.
That ain't my best friend.
He said that ain't
you guys
my
are related.
No,
you guys share
we
a cousin?
we Eskimo brothers now.
Okay. All right. And we don't need any more drama on the podcast. Thank you guys for watching the Jaxxon podcast. The young, the one, the only Elijah.
What's going on?
Rampage Jaxxon, both with the most insane slams now, 27, 30 years apart, 40 years apart, whatever it is. It just keeps coming every decade.
21 years, bro.
Is it really 21?
I'm not that old, man.
Well, you look younger than ever. The peptides are working for sure. You're aging. You're reverse aging Benjamin Button. Benjamin Jaxxon. And make sure you guys check out the brand new episode of Jaxxon Behind the Brand every Friday on the new YouTube page, Jaxxon Behind the Brand at 4 p.m. We're out.